When a small village full of cats is in need of a new samurai, they are sent one by their shogun. When they were expecting another cat, to their surprise, they see the arrival of Hank, a dog. Hank now finds himself having to gain the trust of the village people and to learn how to be a samurai to save the village. This is Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank is a new animated film that, if you know the story, has been a long time coming to theaters. This film has been in development for almost 8 years, and I'm sure you've seen the original poster for this movie somewhere at some point in your life on the internet, with the original title, Blazing Samurai. Personally, I wish they stuck with that title, because this film is made to be a homage, a more family-friendly version, if you will, of Mel Brooks' own Blazing Saddles. And to cut to the chase, they at least delivered on that. If you're looking for a literally neutered version of Blazing Saddles, well, I guess Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, seriously, not even Paws of Furry, what? Is definitely the movie for you? It's not an awful film by any means, just certainly not very groundbreaking. The film's story is quite literally just Blazing Saddles. Almost beat for beat, it's just Blazing Saddles, but with samurais. Instead of an African-American being sent to be the sheriff of an all-white town, here we have a dog sent to be the samurai of an all-cat town. There are moments in this film that are just scenes from Blazing Saddles, playing out again with the gimmick of them being cats and dogs. And to the film's credit, there's almost a sense of charm to the novelty of seeing such a risky movie be played out in such a family-friendly way. The scenes from Blazing Saddles that they do in this film, I'm shocked that they did, but I'd be lying if I said they didn't get a chuckle out of me. Is it because I can just say, haha, I know that? Maybe. How is the film on its own, though? This film has been in production since 2014. Here's a list of notable things that were still happening in 2014. Barack Obama was still president. Toys R Us was still a thing. Vine was still a thing. The MCU was only in its second phase. And if you ask me, the script to the film never felt like it left 2014 either. There are jokes in this movie that just feel dated now. There is not one but 2 Star Wars jokes in this movie. This wouldn't be bad if the Star Wars jokes weren't jokes that have been overused countless times. This was the worst part of the movie, if you ask me. Another notable point of this film's production was the animation. This was originally going to be the first crowd-animated film. And by that, I mean people were sent storyboards, they were told to animate it, and they would be getting paid in exposure. Eventually, the film was shifted around to a bunch of different animation studios. I swear there are like 7 logos before this movie. I had a Peter Griffin moment. Like, okay, the movie's starting. No, that's a logo. Okay, that logo? Logo. Leading us with this harmless-looking, barely theatrically-looking animated film. There are moments to the film that do look visually pleasing because of the different animation style that they just suddenly decided to spring on us. Movie probably would be better if it looked like that the whole time, but whatever. The film's cast is fine for what it's worth. It's a very weird cast. Normally with animated films, they'll get a big actor that kids are really into. But I can't really figure out which one that's supposed to be in this film. Like, I doubt it's Michael Cera or Ricky Gervais or George Takei. Maybe Samuel L. Jackson, but I doubt that too. Luckily, he gave the best performance as Jimbo. Not that one. Anytime Samuel L. Jackson trying not to swear in a family film, it's always entertaining to me.
What the mother, father, cocker spaniel's going on here?
That is literally the best line from the movie. As I said in the beginning, this is just a neutered version of Blazing Saddles, and I can't help but feel that's a little bit of what Mel Brooks wanted. But if it came down between me choosing this movie over Blazing Saddles, I'm just gonna pick Blazing Saddles. It's a harmless animated film that I'm sure kids might enjoy, but I think too much of it is relying on your knowledge of Blazing Saddles to enjoy. So I really don't know who the film's made for, but if you're just the tiniest bit curious, it's harmless enough. Once again, I have to say, if you're looking for an animated film to take the family to, Lightyear. Lightyear's the way to go. Really. Not this or Minions. Please? I can guarantee it's better than this. Now, as I've often done here recently, I've been doing a little bit of show and tell, and I guess this time I should show and tell what's in the thumbnail of this video. And it's not what you'd expect. It's not actually a samurai sword. It's a walking stick. It's been in my family for, a few years, like maybe 3, but I am just as surprised as you are that I have something that even remotely fit this movie. I was not expecting the thumbnail of this one to be that easy, but here I am. You could absolutely kill someone with this, though. Even if it's just a walking stick, you could kill someone with this. It might have killed someone. I don't know. It's an old thing. I hope you all enjoyed this review. And if you did, please consider hitting that like button. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to be notified when my next review drops. Until next time, I'm Quint Dunaway, hoping you will keep it, I gotta be careful, cinematic.